Hey guys! So today I am filming this in a different location. Today I'm in front of my dresser. Yeah, there wasn't very much light by my bed, so it was pretty dark, and I did some experimenting with different locations, and this is the spot that has the least shadows, so I'm going to stick with this spot for now. It's not very interesting. Maybe I'll like decorate my dresser or something. I don't know. So I went to my 2 birthday parties. At the first one we played Quelf, which is a really fun game. It's a board game where you have your pieces that you move on the spaces. You roll a die to determine how many spaces you move, and then each space has a different color. There's 5 different colors, and each color corresponds to a deck of cards, and each deck of cards has different things that you have to do. For example, I got a card where I had to wear a tie for the rest of the game, and later on I got a card that was like a rule card that only applied to me, so I had to say, "Hear me, for I have spoken," after everything I said, which was kind of annoying. But there's one person who had to repeat everything they said, so that was pretty interesting. And someone else had to say, "I command you to be quiet," whenever anyone laughed, which was often. There were also some challenges, like I had to attempt the splits. Yeah, I can't do the splits, but I attempted it, so it was okay. And then, what else did we do? Someone had to build a fort and sit in it until their next turn. That was pretty fun. And I got a card where I had to hum the theme song of one of my favorite shows, and someone had to guess what it was, or I'd get the penalty. And I hummed the theme song for Friends, and nobody got it, which I was pretty surprised by. If you haven't played Quelf, you should. It's a really fun game. And after that, we went mini golfing. It was pretty interesting. We didn't keep track of the score, and our golf balls flying everywhere. There's this one where it's like a circle or an oval shape, and the ball starts down low and then it has to go up a slope to get to where the hole is. So I hit the ball, it went up, and then it was on top of the thing. And then later when I was trying to get it into the hole, it went down the other side, so I had to get it up again, and that was pretty annoying. But it was funny. At the second party we played a few games. We played Cards Against Humanity, which is like Apples to Apples, but better. We didn't play Test This either, which is an addition to the game. We didn't play Test This at all, which I have. It's pretty fun. And we also played Capture the Flag, during which I stubbed my pinky toe on a piece of wood, and it went numb for a few minutes, and then it felt really warm. So I was kind of worried about that. I'm like, did I just like ruin my toe? But no, I just jammed it, so it's fine. And then later we watched Alien. Sharknado was a bit more entertaining because it had more different settings. It wasn't all in the same area. And I was eaten alive by mosquitoes. Luckily, I think I was only bit like once on my leg, so not that bad. And later, after I got home, I was making a cup of tea when I stubbed my toes on a cabinet and burnt my hand on the cup of tea, which wasn't very fun. And then when I was bringing my tea upstairs, I walked into a wall. There's like some days when I'm just really clumsy and I can't go an hour without getting hurt, but that doesn't happen too often. Speaking of getting hurt, after the party yesterday I got home and my knee was just like covered in blood. Don't really know where that came from. I think it might have come from swatting a mosquito and then it just dying and getting blood all over me. Because after I washed my knee, there was no scrape or evidence of anything that was bleeding. And I've discovered that going to birthday parties 2 days in a row makes you really stuffed. At the first one, we went to Red Robin and had 2 milkshakes and some chicken strips and shrimp and fries, and then later we went back to that person's house and had cupcakes and even more ice cream. And at the second party we had cheeseburgers and chips and M&Ms and lots of stuff. So now I feel like I could go a few days without eating. Today my family went to a buffet and I could barely eat anything. It's like, I'm not hungry. I am still so full from all that party food. So after one plate of food I just sat there. I almost threw up, actually. That wasn't good. My dad was trying to convince me to get something else to eat because I hadn't eaten very much, and just walking around looking at all that food just made me feel sick, so I had to go back and sit down. Wow, it's really bright after wearing sunglasses indoors. The last few days haven't been super eventful, but pretty interesting nonetheless. Like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more videos. Bye! I'm filming.
Oh, you're filming?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.